Huh. So why is no one picking him?
Because they do not agree.
Ah, that does seem like a valid reason to not pick him. All right, so let's see how our laning phase is going to come out. So there is Beastmaster down, well, actually just up at the top lane, because that's where our camera is right now. So Abaddon will be running.
Wait, what? Oh, Venom spot. Okay, this is actually much better. You don't want the Venom against the PL because he can't do
anything.
Shit.
Yeah. But I'm also wondering too, like, what does he do up against the Beastmaster? You can't Plague Ward against him because the boards are just gonna like hunt this stuff down, and like you're gonna start cleaning up Plague Wards. Same with like Theo.
Do you think he's gonna get a better lane having QW max?
I'm definitely not saying that. Like, you know that as well. We've literally discussed this before. It's like potentially he can go the. I'm fairly certain it was Fly who really started doing that build back in the OG days, where he went Gale and Poison Sting max.
Oh, that was when the Sting had what, the HP regeneration reduction was 30%. I remember it had better scaling back then. It probably was 30%.
It was before HP reduction, right? Like it was before that was added, and he just basically just tried to like fully bully out lanes.
Like an Undying.
Like yeah, pretty much. But I say budget version. It was when the cams could just do it.
What's the budget of a Venom?
Yeah, he's actually quite expensive to run. What is even the build for KheZu? We looked towards his last games, and like, but how does he even approach this game as well?
Buy team items.
So he really is just going to be like the Aura style builder threes.
Buy team items and make sure that Skiter gets his Radiance online. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Remember the game? SF trying to buy Radiance, he was also against PL. So they're going for this aggro against PL. Huh. So the PL is probably going to have a tough time because I don't think Bryle can do much apart from pull. And they don't really want the Rubik at top because I don't think the Rubik will change much because the Nyx, Oracle and Abaddon are way stronger than them. He's going to try to win the bot and maybe try to gank mid. There's some kill potential when the Void Spirit has more levels.
I've actually seen so many like Spirit versus Spirit in that mid lane matchup today and yesterday.
Yeah, but I'm quite surprised they actually sent the Oracle bot. Because I feel like overall if they have range melee like Oracle plus Abaddon and Nyx and Venom in the same lane, both the dual lanes would be actually much better.
Yeah, Venom's not having a terrible time, it's nice. And
the creep is pushing, and the Oracle gets the all-important pull here. Remember the pull when you're in my lane, Toby?
Yeah. We do not play Dota together, Winter. You can't give me that kind of crap. And Skiter is really trying to stay on Costabile. It actually ends up killing off his courier. That had his magic wand on it. The courier was just moving back. It didn't actually deliver. Because he doppelganged to dodge the attack from Skiter.
It's not that big of a deal. He has still 2 tangles and a Salve on the lane. Yeah, Bryle has also another Salve. But this is something that I don't get to talk too much of. Like when you play support, it's quite important. If you're on the weaker side of the matchup, your lane, you feel your lane is weaker, get more regen. Like extra Salves help to carry a lot. Because I see sometimes supports, they tend to prioritize getting more of stat items so that you can trade more efficiently. But when your carry gets harassed in the lane and you don't have that Salve to help him, and he can't farm the wave. Just a small little thing that could change the lane. I'm telling you to buy Salve, actually.
That's you're just improving everyone else's pubs. Trouble in mid lane. ADR back to the tier 1 tower. It's the haste rune that Ember was able to take from the top river at 2 minutes.
I almost feel bad.
Now KJ, get the hell out of here, or actually maybe Costabile get a little aggressive against Skiter. It's been very difficult for Batrider to harass in this lane because you just get rid of it. Like you can't keep the sticky napalm charges up. AUI does the same type of thing as well. If you can keep things close now.
Overall, I think Costabile is pretty okay with what he's getting. Sure, it's not the best. He's getting pressured.
Is it because like Tavo is also getting so much on this bottom lane? So is ADR. Like,
yeah, we had the conversation about sometimes when you play a lane, you have to be content with what you're getting. Because not every game you're gonna have perfect CS, perfect farm, and there's always a trade-off. And when you push things too far, when you are not supposed to get that much, then you tend to feed more.
I love watching this mid battle, the battle for the rune this time around.
Who got the rune?
It got into ADR's hands. He managed to just get in front of the Ember for it.
Can we just call him Adriano?
Yeah, we can call him Adriano. Sure.
Is it too long?
It's fine. ADR is kind of like what his name is, but Adriano is also his name. I like to shorten things for stupid reasons.
Who's gonna win the duel?
Under the tier 1 tower, Bryle. Ooh. Adriano comes out on top.
And the tips.
Flash of inspiration.
Bounty runes, 10 seconds. Let's see. Oh, so this Void Spirit is level 6. He's gonna get whatever bounty rune he wants right now. But that is actually a huge kill.
But he's gonna walk over and assault.
Assault? He's gonna kill and murder whoever is there.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, like if he wants to rotate towards top lane, because Skiter is not a healthy man right now. Batrider is keeping the pressure on. But nope. Shields arrive. Next Assassin also arrives. It's his first up. Costabile trying to get through Skiter, but Skiter, so many one charges are available, and Costabile has to burn his own so he can doppelganger away to safety. But which one's the real one?
That was very strange, Toby. I think his team thought he was coming, that's why they played aggressive. Like he came and he picked up the rune here, and he didn't actually walk here.
No, he went straight back to mid.
Yeah, and his team actually tried to be aggressive.
I was thinking the same thing, watching the map.
I mean, the only explanation I figured is like, he didn't have boots, it was on a courier, so he didn't really feel like he wanted to go and fight without boots.
As in like, the amount of time he would take to get there just wouldn't be efficient enough.
It won't be worth it as well for him, because he's going to travel a lot.
Nice pickup from Theo, just sending back everyone.
Yeah, we see the same move again, previously from Team NoPing.
Oh, Adriano just outplaying Bryle so much. He put a spirit down there, and well, Adriano's going to stay with him as much as he possibly can. Triggers the rune, but now AUI will also arrive. You got a way out of this one?
Who is outplaying who? Mr. Dawson.
That's support outplaying mid. That's what's happening. That's what happens when you got teammates.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So Oracle is taking all the glory there? Or was it just a bait?
Maybe. Maybe it was all part of the connected plan of teamwork.
Communication. Communication. Watch mid, I am baiting, get ready to TP.
Extra TP coming towards the top lane. Adriano wants to try and get involved in this fight before the Abaddon is able to hit 6. And there's your pullback. Skiter, real hard time running away. So Adriano able to find that kill. I think Batrider is hoping for his own attack onto the Nyx, but Nyx will get a full duration salve out. While in mid, Ember Spirit jumping towards Rubik. Underneath the tier 1 tower, Theo will have to play around this in the beautiful juke. The trees shall be broken, but Bryle, he's still in range of the immolation, but now Adriano comes into Theo's doing everything he possibly can, make Bryle work for AUI's nearby too. Disarm him, give him the heals, give him a controller, and now Skiter. All right, you want to try and turn a fight and save AUI? Yeah, you do.
Wow, this guy seems like he's the boss of the team. Yeah, even the carry has to TP me to help him.
You're referring to the support of AUI?
No, Bryle.
Bryle, okay.
Even the Abaddon has to come mid to help. Those were the days where mid was the king. Everyone TP'd mid, like the SF days, you know, SF gets dive and you ping when you're playing pubs. Why no TP?
I remember the years when that started to move away, and I was like, every month you had an angry tweet from Sumail. I was like, hey, can you buff mid again? Can I have my extra creep back?
Can mid be 1v1? Thank you.
That's the way it's meant to be, the honorable way. Nice jump forward from Adriano, catching out AUI. Well, you can try and protect yourself, but there's more than enough physical damage inside of that Void Spirit to finish the job.
Yep, and the Dire team, they are trying to move down bottom to play with the Beast so that they can push and kill this tower, but KheZu has wards at level 3, it's going to be level 4 soon, so this is going to be very hard for Beast to take the tower. Like when they drafted the Veno, I was thinking about like Veno's natural play style is to hold and defend the game, like drag for someone else. And Beast is like the direct opposite of Beast. Beast is always trying to open the map.
I think KheZu's dead. Adriano is there, the trees, Batrider takes towards the sky, maybe not. Support is here. Courier?
Who is that, Toby?
Adriano just lost his treads. That was coming in on the courier just then. Beastmaster still has Roar available. Abaddon wants to keep the fight going. He's holding the skill point just in case he needs the borrowed time.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Courier's just dying everywhere. While up on top, more stuns coming in. Costabile has already used his doppelganger. Theo tries to create a little bit of extra space, but the searing chains now onto the tower. He can pick up Bryle and drag him back to the tower. In fact, actually holding the telekinesis. He didn't save Costabile. He had mana for it. Either way.
I think he got, what happened was he casted his Fate Bolt first, and he got Carapace. That's why he couldn't live after that.
That would make more sense.
So it's time to report.
That
no, that's not report.
no.
You do the alternate.
Positive feeling of Dota.
Alternate telekinesis. That's what people do here.
Stop it, Winter, stop it. You're making Dota worse. Well, that's a nice double damage rune, if only he can reach it. Yep, jumping forward at Astral Step. I'm wondering if Adriano really thought that was the best move. He's got support from the Batrider coming in, but Bryle and MoonMeander staying with the Void Spirit. Now he can bottle up and decide to turn. MoonMeander coming in range of the Tier 1 tower, not feeling the strength. Getting turned around by Carapace. That stun doesn't last long. And Adriano punishing the crazy support.
So end of laning phase turned out much better for KheZu this game. Veno, Ember, they're both on the top of the network chart at the moment. But they're kind of playing with a lineup that technically don't have a late game hero, so they're supposed to play faster and do well in the lanes.
Yeah, what was that win condition again? Like Constabile able to just continuously farm and carry the game late?
Radiant has to somehow keep pressuring with the Abaddon and the Veno. Since the Abaddon is not going Radiant, it's going off-ring, so they're gonna pump up the pace of the game fairly soon. They have to push towers. If they go for these items and they can't fracture towers, then they're gonna waste a lot of their gold. And PL is gonna be happy taking all the space, you know. He's not doing so good at the moment.
Yeah, but that's when space is meant to be created by the Beastmaster.
And
like you got Roar, you got Dominator up.
Here with the Roar.
Yep. Looking for the target. They're able to find one. Don't think MoonMeander realized there was a sentry ward down there, but this is a Beastmaster team with no ping. Their vision in game 1 was perfect. Their vision in game 2, still pretty damn good. And they're jumping into Skiter. He's still got that point saved. Wondering if he needs his borrowed time. Holding it for the moment, because AUI is giving him the extra life. Now he'll skill up borrowed time. Theo's ready to save his own teammates. He stole the level 4 Aphotic Shield. He's had it for a while now.
Top lane, we have a duel.
Bryle. Why does KheZu always want to keep fighting underneath the Tier 2 tower? I suppose that's the reason why Bryle just believes.
Now I can see why even Skiter was TPing mid to save the Ember. This guy is going to be the carry.
Good.
He's going to be the carry. Maelstrom almost completed. So that's going to be in a nice timing with... Okay, never mind. I thought the offering was already available, so they can run at them. He still has quite a long way to go. Veno is getting... Is he getting a map? Or is he buying?
He bought Hood, I think.
Hood? Hood's fine.
Yeah, he's got pipe coming on the courier now. Full thing.
I mean, the reason I was thinking about Mac because they had Oracle. So the Mac is double value. But either way, Hood is still pretty good against the Batrider and the Void Spirit. They have a lot of magic damage as well. So the Radiant team is gonna push mid, they're gonna gather mid, they're giving up the bottom Tier 1 tower, which is the least important tower.
Definitely seemed like the right thing to do. Like, they're being watched too heavily. There's Hawks up in the trees, the Plague Wards can't see. Next Assassin, I think was visible for half a second, but Rubik didn't react in time. Can't shield himself up either. So that's going to be a Tier 1 tower and the support of NoPing to fall.
Yeah, I think he kind of was trying to steal the... I think he wanted to steal the wards. That's why he tried to go to the trees, but they had the Knicks there waiting for him.
Adriano, I don't know if he caught a glimpse of Moon. So he's going to give this a shot. Makes him attack the opposite direction. Spy Carapace waits it out as long as he possibly can. Still has a step available if he wants to go for it, but decides against. And it looks like Ember's actually wanting to have a crack towards the mid. He's going up for KostaBile. He's got nothing to charge over towards, so KostaBile has to wait this out 1 second before he's able to doppelganger, able to do so, getting up the hill, charges away over towards the Alpha Wolves, and now with the control, it's Bryle, who needs to get himself away from Adriano, as well as the Batrider. One more jump forward, there's your little spirit, Venomancer hits a good Nova. And now NoPing have a choice to make. They're going to back up. Good choice. you're hit with Nova and Sting. This is not a healthy place to be. And he got the wards.
Round 2 was not fair, Toby. That was 3 against 1. Not fair.
This is Dota. If you don't have friends, that's your own fault. So level 1 Necro books coming out for the Beastmaster.
So Beastmaster has a lot of friends. So he's doing something right?
Yeah, he makes his own. He summons them. Actually, technically, it's a call. So you call forth. It's not like Enchantress or like Ches. Like I have to like. Actually, I suppose he does dominate one of his friends because he has the helm. TP's coming to the bottom. Rubik nearby, just putting down ward after ward. A little bit of trouble for Oracle. Not a healthy man. A pick up and throw back. Venomancer still staying on top of this. Beastmaster's already fallen down, but Nyx Assassin, like the units of Beastmaster are finally being killed off.
Down you go with your friends.
Oh, yeah, they're that positive attitude that we were looking for. It's
space. PR is farming. Let's go back to space.
Let's go back to watching a Rubik die in the mid lane. A little easy for Ember with that early Maelstrom.
So he's going for Desolator. I think this is good if you're actually snowballing and you can finish the game. Abaddon has Blast, so the Desolator is going to mean that they can push towers so quickly. And also the Rosh. It's going to help a lot with the Roshan.
Does either team really have like a great Rosh line take-up? Because it feels like both teams have great counters against a team that goes into the pit first. Like there's too much good vision from NoPing.
Yeah, but the Radiant team has to do it so that they can force the momentum of the game to another level and try to push the high ground. Because they're not going to go late game with what they're doing, the items that they are purchasing right now. It's all about 20-25 minutes they want to finish off the game. So Veno is going to get a Solar Crest. That's pretty nice. It's going to help the Baron. And he's still going to go for the Radiant. I guess he has nothing else he needs to buy for his team. The Blast is just the only thing he needs.
It's been one of the most pointless things to get is a Sleight of Fist for Rubik. Unless you're dodging.
What? Sleight of Fist
for dodging.
Stealing Aegis. And you can Sleight of Fist and leave. It's a combo. Come on. It's decent, it's useful.
Gives Theo the confidence to go and take that bounty rune.
Just watch. Look at the Rubik. Just look at what he can do.
Oh wow, actually Nyx is going to walk straight into this. Have they got a gem? They got detection. There's a sentry ward on the Batrider. But Adriano in real trouble. Crazy. Not just wanting one, they're wanting two. And Bryle's going to get both. And now they can look towards Roshan.
Still going to be quite slow though. They do have the medallion.
They need to drop a sentry. The Beastmaster Hawk's watching. There's two on Oracle.
Look at the Rubik. Oh, he got the Spirit, so he's fine this time.
Hawk's been cleared out, so that vision advantage is gone.
Yep, they're going to be very strong in a few minutes with this Aegis. That's all almost completed. This is like the strongest that the Radiant side would get.
That's it, like they're not fighting at all. Beastmaster TP to the bottom lane. He pushed in the tier 1 tower up on top. PL still farming.
I don't think he can do much anymore, apart from trying to just split push, give information to the PL. It's all on the PL right now. He has to farm 1 billion items and come to the fight.
It's like Diffusal's not enough, Manta's not enough. He needs to get both, and he's prioritizing Manta.
Let's give him some discount. Give him 1 extra item. I still don't think he can defend it.
No, Rubik's about to die once again. Dropping Observer, dropping Sentry, at least gets the pick up over on MoonMeander. That's oh, okay.
What?
Remnant up, Remnant back again. That's not the direction he really wanted to go. Well, luckily he's now able to steal shield and buy a little bit more time. But time is taken.
Flew to the wrong. I think he flew to the wrong Remnant.
Yeah, he did.
That was weird.
But the attention, this is what we saw from NoPing in game 1. Like, the attention moves down to the bottom lane because the pressure's there. Who's up on top? You got Adriano attacking into the tier 1 tower.
And
So Batrider's being hunted.
Farming all the ancients as well. He's making the most out of the teammates dying.
Yeah, literally right next to him, but it's still okay.
You clear one ancient camp, it's like 250, 300 gold. The Batrider dying is giving the LaNm 200 gold. So technically, you're more than happy breaking even when you're losing like this. Why are you
Beastmaster. He didn't want to walk back up this way. Actually roars, but maybe he does. KheZu there to work with him. So MoonMeander can get a nice big stun, but it will not save him. That is the level 2 Necrobook.
Why did he take the kill from the PL?
Because Tavo likes nice things. There's so much damage, that tier 2 tower on top. No one from KheZu wants to come over here and defend it.
Yep, look at how they are playing the map right now on the Dire. They're using a lot of areas, all 3 lanes, and they're doing shadow pushing, not showing the heroes and just clearing with spells quickly. Mid lane, the Rubik again, this is like the... You don't really care if the Rubik dies. You don't want the PL, like look at what's happening right now, because they're going for the Rubik, the side lanes are all pushed up. And
KheZu, he's got Mana Style available, at least to the Searing Chains. He can break free, lasso over on the next assassin. Batrider is just trying to distract, save his core, but now he'll end up losing his life as well if they can connect on the stun. But the tier 2 tower has been taken by Adriano in the meantime. So yes, you do lose the PL.
Yep, but it's really bad though. PL is the win condition. I'm not sure why they decided to bring PL plus Batrider over, because the Rubik died in the middle lane like, what, 20 seconds ago, 10 seconds ago.
But you're going to get 4 of the 20-minute bounty runes. You've got Adriano, who's now finished his level 3 Necrobook. Hey, I'm looking on the bright side here. Positivity.
Okay, so they got a decent trade out of it.
Yes. Because the advantage-wise, like, experience is still going the way of NoPing because they don't have everyone grouped up together to achieve these types of objectives. The gold-wise, it's still going a little bit the way of KheZu, but it's starting to come back the way of NoPing.
Yeah, but how are they going to defend this push?
That's a very good question, especially as level 3 Necrobook just got popped on bottom. It's like they're trying to get a trade-off and get KheZu to look behind themselves so they can't get the push.
The Radiant team is pushing when Abaddon has 3,000 gold in the bank. That's how strong they think they are.
Well, Skiter will be the front liner with that 3.4. Just saving for a nice old Radiance. But then you got the creep skipping. Adriano just took the wave.
So what? There is
and Beastmaster's taking the tier 2 tower on the bottom lane.
There's a catapult, so it doesn't really matter to Radiant.
And they get a catch. Batrider caught in the Searing Chains. Theo's trying to get as many of these Plague Wars down to defend as he possibly can, but they're nowhere near as powerful as the Venom. Beastmaster has arrived at the tier 3 tower on bottom. Adriano's grabbed the creep wave once again in mid.
And here comes the boss.
Oh, MoonMeander. He's going to get the stun on bottom lane. Adriano can't afford to die here. He'll one charge up quickly, then turns himself over towards Ember Spirit, trying to get the counter kill over on Bryle, but has to jump himself away as quick as he can with a step, but can't do it. Moon gets the kill. And a BKB at least gets purchased, but if you look back towards the mid, KheZu at least only has 3 heroes now to deal with.
They held the racks?
They are holding the racks. Because you still had to send Ember Spirit back, but, of course, this is Ember Spirit. He's back and then back again. The real lion.
There's no creeps, Toby.
Fortify it up. Adriano skipped 2 waves. That's why it's just been gone for so long. They lost that catapult.
I'm not sure if they needed to bring so many heroes back though. I thought like Ember alone would have been suffice to defend the tower.
By the time they arrive for the next fight, like Void Spirit's already back up again. They're ready to go. KheZu still farming up too, and well, goodbye Batrider.
Oh, that's a dieback.
Yeah, that's not part of the plan.
So where are we at on the PL? Halfway defusal. So what is the positive side of it? Brax not down yet.
Brax is not down yet. Mass Plague Ward spamming in the mid lane to try and keep the wave out.
Rubik has Plague Wards. Okay, that's perfect.
And the Aegis Immortal has been waited out too. So it is now gone. Void Spirit's completed Upper Crystallis.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So the damage is starting to arrive, and as you said before, right? Like KheZu are the ones that have to force something. They're the ones that have to achieve objectives. So is the tier 3 tower enough of an objective? Like maybe when we had the old shrines, like maybe you'd say yes, but now...
Acceptable, but not enough.
Yeah.
They have, because they are going to get another timing right now with the Radiance completing soon. Maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes on Skiter. So they'll be able to deal with the PL illusions better. But I feel like without the Aegis, it doesn't feel that good going up the high ground, even if you get the Radiance. I feel like they probably will want to wait for the next Roshan, and that's going to give Dire a lot more time to develop on the PL especially.
Batrider, I think it's almost time to leave.
Do you think he cares if he dies?
I think he'll care a little bit because he's 100 gold away from his Blink Dagger. And he can't go for a second round.
Dude, the Blink Dagger is not going to be useful. He's playing against a Baden, Oracle, and Nyx.
Then why is he doing it? I'm looking at bottom lane once again too.
I think it's...
Tavo is here with his books. They're going to force more TPs back. Adriano and Tavo, they just like persisting against this tier 3 tower. While up on top, the catch has finally come. So, well, he said he didn't care. He's dead.
I think he's better off buying like some tanky items to stand in front. Hood, maybe team items. Like honestly, you buy a dagger, yeah sure you have to go on the Oracle, but then there's Carapace.
This is a big pick. 3 heroes coming in. Tavo, they just need that first control. Moon started it, AUI followed up. Now the Ember Spirit's also going to arrive, and Tavo most definitely toast.
It's okay, they got bounty runes and PL is farming. That's the positives out of this exchange.
And he just finished his Diffusal Blade too. You got a Greater Fairy Fire, it's getting picked up from the jungle.
The game is still in a decent position for Dire at the moment. They're not getting overrun. Brax is still intact. Yeah, sure, they lost a tier 3, but PL is happy farming for the last, what, 5, 6, 7 minutes?
Yep. The win condition's getting stronger. And that's something that KheZu must deal with.
Yep.
But it's next Roshan, right?
Yeah,
that has to be the next part.
If the next Roshan they cannot break a Rex, I think Dire will be able to slowly inch back into the game and start to win and control the game. So this is going to be the next crucial moment. But at the same time, I'm not too sure if NoPing can contest the Roshan. Because they're not that strong if they fight outside of the map, you know. Like fighting on the high ground and just like stealing plague walls and defending is much easier than running to the Roshan and taking a fight there. I feel like probably the best move is just to give away the Rosh. And maybe they could try to steal it with the Void Spirit.
Yeah. Maybe that's why, hey, Blink Dagger Batrider. But they need something to work. At least, like Ember Spirit went BKB. Like, he's got no real answer to a Batrider initiation. He needs to have the Oracle or the Abaddon with him.
Or the Carapace.
Or the Carapace. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of options.
It's a very annoying game to play Batrider. That's why he's on position 5.
They're checking Roshan. I think they're waiting for someone else to come and check Roshan. He'll spawn in just over a minute.
Oh dear.
We're not here for runes.
I guess Ruby.
Theo.
We've seen this story before.
Get out of here, Theo.
We've seen this story before. It's fine.
He's got a 4-star. He can delay him a little bit.
He is happy to die as long as it is not the PL. And right now, because of him giving the information, right, the team has been able to place wards around the deep topside jungle of Radiant, so that's going to help the PL farm.
Yeah, and give them more information if they need to contest. Now we're getting all the new
Batrider
items as well.
He's just going for the shrine, and not the shrine, the outpost. Sorry. Still not used to new Dota.
You're fine. We still use Warcraft 3 terms as well. Alright, so the pipe is finally going to get purchased.
Okay, so here comes the high ground push again, but Roshan is spawning in. Oh, Roshan is spawning right now.
Yeah, but there's no one here to defend. They have to fort. Easy break on the shield.
Is this going to come back to bite them, not going for the Roshan first?
Alright, time to mass shield up here for the Rubik. The melee rank's getting picked off. Adriano, BKB, right in the back lines. He's focusing on the Oracle. He wants to remove that false promise effect, but there's just so many saves. Oh boy! Adriano, only 1700 HP. Lost so much of it. They've already lost their range ranks too. Melee gonna be soon to fall. Raw. Necro booked up in 2 seconds time, so Tavo might have something to give, but who's your target? Is it gonna be Bryle? Skitter's out of mana. And you're out of life on your melee racks. Bryle hangs around for it. Quick Spirit away. 5 heroes together. They're all retreating.
Oh, that was a nice try though. He tried to force stuff the Amber in so he could live and raw. But couldn't get it on time.
So Midrax is down.
Not the worst. They still have a pretty decently farmed PL. But the problem is he has to deal with the Radiance, so it's a lot harder for him to dish out reliable damage in the fights. So they might want to continue speed push with the Beast, but it seems like they're going to contest the Roche.
Yeah, they're into it now.
It's very risky fighting on the low ground like this.
And they're just passing a Gem of True Sight also over to Abaddon.
Where's the Hawk? The Beastmaster Hawk?
I'm just watching PL Illusions and they're coming out for it instead. Roshan only being nibbled slightly. They're trying to wrap around to the back here, but these Necrobooks have only got 10 seconds left. Raw, Nyx Assassin going to get quickly picked off. Buyback is available. He's going to use it instantly too. And NoPing, you may have got your first kill, but do you get much more after this?
Look at Adriano. He's trying to get the Oracle.
Oh boy, they're trying to get the dieback over on MoonMeander, but he's able to get the Spike Carapace over. And Costabile, uncertain who he wants to try and fight. Venomez just pulled away by Adriano.
The Oracle has no buyback though. I think Radiant has to be careful.
Another quick Spirit Jump. Rubik trying to get that control time over on Bryle. Not going to get it, Tavo. There's nothing really more to give. They're just trying to isolate out heroes, and they're able to do so. Venomancer, KheZu in trouble. A good Flame Break pushing him back, but KheZu gets a huge Nova off before he's going to die. But how much of his team has he lost?
The fight is so split. Like KheZu decided to take the fight at bottom, but Ember was chasing on top, and he wasn't part of the fight in the bottom side.
And it's very chaotic to be sure. And you ended up having Batrider die anyway to all the dot effects back in the fountain.
So what was the trade-off? A Beastmaster and Batrider for Oracle, Benno, and Nyx? I think that's great for the PL. He didn't die.
Yeah.
And he gets to continue his item progression.
And he's straight back to farming. Roshan's been slowed down.
Yeah, that's great for Dire. Sure, they're still behind 5,000, but they are making the best out of a tough situation.
Yeah, this is when killing the mid-ranks doesn't actually help us much, because this is exactly where NoPing want to be anyway. Nice grab over on Bryle. Still has his BKB available, gets a Sleight of Fist double searing chains, and then a quick jump away. Adriano doesn't want anything to do with this one, but Costabile does. Theo's already fallen. Bryle, that Sleight of Fist damage does so much. And NoPing once again disengaged, but a good searing chains. Void Spirit needing a little bit of an extra save. So much damage from the Abaddon, and they actually get him. Bryle is able to reach a huge kill. Dead for a minute. Buyback is available, but this is now another reason why KheZu can go back into Roshan.
Well, he's totally stalling on NoPing the whole game. Probably just mad that the first game didn't go so good for him. Just showing us what he can do.
Yes, that massively split fight.
Yep. You can see like the Ember was chasing on the top side. If you look at the minimap, and KheZu and his other supports taking the fight at bot. And Roshan is...
There's no contest. The Beastmaster Hawk of NoPing was looking at it, but that was all.
Yeah. They can't really do much with the Rubik and Void Spirit down.
Moon. They saw him, but they didn't roar in time. Now, Spike Carapace already being triggered. Batrider jumps forward, trying to keep the vision up. Nyx Assassin, drag back. This will be the dive back over on MoonMeander. Oh, they roar with a false promise! MoonMeander, he's able to survive, so he just Spike Carapace stuns back over towards the Batrider, who will die on top of the hillside, while Ember Spirit keeps the aggression going over towards Tavo. And Tavo, Moon is tipping him as Tavo tries to TP out, but the Centaur actually stunned him too, so that TP won't complete. I think there would have been enough damage anyway. But you've just taken Roshan. The mass TPs are coming to the north.
Kobe, the PL.
They are on top of him, but these TPs, they take a while. PL doesn't have Manta available. Doppelganger on cooldown for 2 more seconds, so Moon lands the first stun. Need a little bit more chain control. Still no Manta, can't break free.
PL is dead. All hope is lost. That Sting come out.
He has buyback. Money can buy you hope.
Is that so?
You just need that fat wallet. Abaddon. Now Mr. Cheese Gem on the front lines. They're trying to use that repair kit to protect the tier 3 tower. Fortification's also available if they want to use it. They need some more time, and yep, there goes the fort. They drag the creep wave up from the mid, and that's already pushing in quite heavily towards the tier 4 towers.
I feel they're probably thinking about what to do in the next game.
I think they're looking to fight. NoPing, 4-man smoke up. Buyback comes in from the PL. Who's the primary target right now? They need somebody. Beastmaster trying to wrap around the backside.
They have to get Aoi.
That's a pretty hard thing. He's up in the trees. They're pinging the right spot. Rubik is getting the right spot. He knows where he is. Can't do much about it.
But what can they do? How are they going to cross through the Abaddon, the Ember, the Nyx, the Banner Wards?
When life gives you lemons.
I mean, sure, the Void Spirit can just jump over with the ultimate.
Yeah, he can lose his life straight up for doing that.
That was actually what happened in the last fight.
Oh, the skiter. Nah, they're just really just bouncing him around. Repair kit once again. This time it's over on the melee racks. 5 heroes together. Adriano is trying to push out the middle lane while all this is going on. And that repair kit is buying time.
For what?
But that's all.
Buying time for what, Toby?
That's a very good question. Once again, you have so many of these, Winter.
PR has no item progression. He's stuck in the base. He's not even trying to farm outside.
They're coming again now.
To delay.
First down from the Rubik. Abaddon, pretty much out of mana. Has the cheese available, has the borrowed time available too. Another jump forward. This one's going to be from Bryle. He has the Aegis Immortal. That's why they put their 2 Immortals on the front lines. Oh, Adriano. Yeah, that didn't look like a fight you were going to have. They're just trying to burn him down. Not finding the best opening for NoPing. They're not going to sacrifice themselves. The second lane of Brax does fall. And it feels like they're holding on for the Hallelujah. But I don't know when that chorus shall begin.
Game 3, Toby.
Game 3?
Yeah. You probably shouldn't have taken Bear Rider and Beastmaster
into an Oracle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that does feel like a problem. That is for sure. But it seems they still believe in their PL. I'm gonna watch that timer as well.
Fight. They're gonna put the ward, stand in the vision, and wait. I heard a cheese.
Yeah, he consumed the cheese. I'm not quite certain if so he can pick something else up. And I was also just thinking, like, watch the timer on the Aegis Immortal. You've only got 1 minute left on it, and maybe NoPing then feel like there's an opportunity. And then we look to the third Roshan. God. Lotus Orb for the Venomancer. A Blink Dagger. Gets to come in for Nyx Assassin, so Moon is a guaranteed stun every single time onto the Bat Rider when he initiates. And the return is a heart for the PL. So a little bit of extra oomph for the Phantom Lancer to survive. But actually, does he even have enough yet?
You think he has time to get the heart?
He hasn't finished it yet.
You're so optimistic, Toby.
He actually brought the courier back. I thought he had the money for the Reaver. He needs another 700 for it.
So much for money giving you hope, yeah?
Why do you have to crush dreams? We're going to see a nice close game, boys and girls. But for the moment, we may actually see a nice close game 3. So it definitely does feel like NoPing heavily on the back foot. KheZu, yep, he's got a lot of help around him because Tabile, 500 gold to heart. He's trying to run around and get something. They don't need their own Observer and Sentry, so Skiter just reveals himself on the front lines.
You can't even go there to buy the item, Toby.
No. That's why you send the expendables. You send the courier. Or Sylvester Stallone.
He's probably going to have to buy it across the map.
But if he sends his courier out that way, the Observer Ward in the north... Oh wait, they're getting rid of it. They're saying the Necro Book's out to do the D Ward.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I suppose he can run, buy it, and then TP back, but he may not have that time. The pressure is already up.
Don't worry, it doesn't make much of a difference having a heart or not.
And especially with the double damage root on an Ember Spirit. Save that in the bottle for the right time. Oh, perfect side of his Searing Chains. Theo loses half of his life from that combination. The Roar is out over on the Abaddon.
Wait,
hard to get that kill, and now actually just the illusions of the Abaddon find their first kill over on the Rubik.
He didn't even buy the heart and he keep it back, and he had 3k gold.
That's very, yep.
And he had no buyback.
Yeah, still on cooldown for another 3 minutes. And the bottom lane of Brax is going to go down. Skiter is still your front liner. He's out of mana, but he's still got the ultimate available. And Adriano, once again, trying to get to the back lines, but he's looking for Oracle. Lotus Orb protected, Glimmer Cape protected. All the levels of protection are available. And they just can't get what they want. It doesn't matter if you try sometimes.
Well, at least you try, you know. Points for effort.
You get a ribbon. Well, the hard is now done. So yay, but you've got no racks up against Megas, and Tier 4 Towers is the only thing that stands between you and that third game.
Well, the problem that they had this game was because they couldn't really create enough space. In the first game, it was easy because they did much better in the lanes. And obviously, Bryle played apart from the first death, he played a relatively perfect game. He got a lot of kills on the cores, the PL, solo kills even. And I think that his item selection has been very, very good, going for the Deso. It allowed them to play faster, get the Roshan. Because their lineup can't really get Roshan that quickly because they have a lack in physical DPS, even though they have the passive from the Baron. So the Deso definitely helped them speed up the momentum of the game a lot. And it also allowed them to pressure and get the Radiance on the Baron at the same time. So they were also scaled.
Nice dodge of that stun from Theo. Gibkiy, oh, that maybe, no, there's a false promise saving KheZu, but Adriano into the back lines, does find Oracle. The Roar is out, trying to keep Abaddon under control for the moment, but the good Nova connecting on so many of NoPing. Tavo is ticking out, and it really feels like Adriano is, I don't know what he's trying to attempt to do here. He's completely out of mana, trapped down, no buyback available, and without that Void Spirit, it looks like it should be over. In fact, GG is finally called. They were holding on to a glimmer of hope, but maybe, as you said, they were just thinking about Game 3. How can we come back from this? Maybe there's something we can do. But that was nothing they could do in this game. KheZu had it in the bag.
They were just trying to make their opponents tired. Make them play that one more shot. You know, in tennis, when you're losing in the rally, you just try to make your opponent play one more shot.
So this is the battle of stamina, beginning in a first best of 3. But the winner of this game will still have to play another best of 3, the final game of today. So maybe it will be that game of stamina. And,
and sometimes teams are just taking the time to talk about what went wrong, what to adjust next game. Like, who knows, They could be just playing, but they aren't really, carrying much hopes of changing the situation in game, unless the opponent does something really wrong that they throw the game away.
Yeah, you could only have I think it's a scheduled 10-minute break between the games, so you still keep the series rolling, so you, the viewer at home, doesn't get bored. And so the momentum is always there too, because you shouldn't have too much recovery time after a loss before you get to the next round. But either way, we are going to go to that deciding game to see who will be the second team eliminated today.